Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Are we here? Are we live? All right. Says we're live. Just I just came out from Spider Comics 7, uh, his very first live stream, and I don't know, just got me in the mood to chat and to talk. If anybody's out there, Joker 68's out there, Kurt and Creature, yeah, Creature's out there too. Um, I don't really have anything in particular to talk about. So perhaps this chat won't go too long. Um, let's see. Um, I got something I got here in the mail a few days ago. It was the you older guys will get this. It was the complete night gallery DVD set. Good Lord, yes. When I was a little kid, um, I don't know when was it, 1969, 1970, 1971. Yeah, my goodness, Night Gallery. Night Gallery was a frightening thing. It was a frightening thing. I just got that DVD set, and I can't wait to kind of plow into it. It's just going to be great. I'm sure, as an adult or nearly 50 years later, I'm sure many of the episodes won't hold up as well as we would hope they would. But I am very sure that there is going to be some magnificence to be experienced um, along the way, right? Yeah. Kurt says, John, nowadays I'm always out there. I'm like Cheech and Chong and all the pain medicine they give me. Yeah, well, uh, for frankly, Bud, listen to me. I just took my meds, and my meds kind of fuck me up and stuff too. But I mean, it's not a good, and I'm sure you can understand. It's not a good kind of fuck me up. This is fun. It's not a fun fuck me up. It's just they fuck me up, and I don't enjoy it. But oh, there's the go-to geeks, Chuck and Lawrence. How you doing, bud? Yeah, poor man's comics. Yeah, how you doing, man? Night Gallery. Yeah, Night Gallery. Actually, I'm really looking forward to going to bed here. Um, to delve into that Night Gallery DVD series. I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight to get into that. Yeah, yeah. Kurt says, yeah, it's a great show. Watch that. Watch that late. at night sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, Night Gallery, terrific stuff. Yeah. Creature says he enjoys the old stuff. Yep. Yeah, Night Gallery. There are several episodes that um, have haunted me for the better part of 50 years. I remember them. The memories, the memories of them are so vivid, and being traumatized. I was traumatized by one particular episode, and I can tell you what it was. It was something called The Sins of Our Fathers. The Sins of Our Fathers. Uh, and I don't know where it rests, in the chronology of the series, but I'll tell you what, when I happen on that, it's going to be a very fun, very fond memory, and I actually hope it traumatizes me the way it did when I was a little boy, right? I hope that it does that, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, Kurt says, yeah, John, I can relate. The time with the pain meds, it's not fun. It just sucks, Yeah. Uh, yeah, taking meds, it's not, you know, like a 21-year old going, yeah, give me a pill. I want to get fucked up. No. When you have serious medical issues, it's a completely different thing, man. Hey, and there's Tats Comics. Yeah, but thanks for giving me a little bit of leeway for not doing my live stream Tuesday night. Um, but I'm feeling better. It's a weird, it's a weird thing uh, to have your pet for 13 years in your life, and they are completely integrated into everything that you do, and and all that kind of stuff, and then suddenly they are not there. So I'm uh, the last couple of days have been a little weird, but I'm I'm getting used to it, man. Yeah, right. Oh, what happened to my chat? My chat just vanished just as I looked. Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. Tat says, yeah, do it when you're feeling better, and I will, man. You'll be the first to know because I was on the cusp of doing that particular topic and all that. So, give me a couple of days. Let me get through the weekend, and I'll get back to you next week, and we'll set something up for that. But all right, yeah. Peephole Circus. Peephole Circus. Good gracious. That's something. That sounds like something really dirty. Uh, at least in my history, that sounds like something from back in the early '80s. Peephole Circus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, Tat Comic says got a call from his mom the other day. Her cat that she had since a little kitten, uh, over 13 years, just passed away. His name was Tigger. Well, that's pretty much where I am. With Victoria, I had her 13 years, and it's just she had a very, very vivid personality and very engaging, very interactive, and it's to not have that the last couple of days is definitely an adjustment. It's hard. So I do sympathize with your mom, uh, Tat. Peephole Circus says, hit the like button, folks. Yeah, smash that thing, man. Yeah. Hey, there's Miss Hustle. Hey. How you doing there, Hustle? Yeah. Uh, Tat Comic says, I used to be my college name. I used to be my college name. I used to be a lot of things, man. I'm not sure what you mean by that, bro. Oh, there goes my chat again. It just vanished. Um, hang in there, folks. Hopefully, it will come back. But yeah, Tad, I didn't know what you meant by that. Yeah, I used to be a lot of things. I don't know what you meant by. You used to be your college name. But okay, we're back. Miss Hustle says I was watching another stream, saw you were on. I wanted to come and say hi. Yeah, never caught me live. Well, welcome to the magnificence, right? This is an extraordinary thing. Hey, really, truly, welcome. Uh, sounds, as a Peephole Circus says, sounds dirty to a dirty mind. Well, yeah, fucking A, it's not just my mind that's dirty. Let me tell you that. Oh, I've had all kinds of. Yeah. Oh, don't get me started. Yeah. Um, 74 Screw Gun. Hi, John. Everybody. Hi, everyone in the chat. What's up, my brother? Haven't heard from you for a while. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Um, people saying sorry for my loss and our losses. Uh, it's rough, you know. Tat says when you have pets, you know, uh, your pets are your kids. You try your best to take care of them, and that's all you can do, and it is true, and I do that. I am kind of comforting myself in that way, Tat. Like I think about these moments where maybe I didn't do so well by her, or this and that and this and that, but that's all tempered and overwhelmed by all of the good things that I did for Victoria, and how close she and I were, and how much she loved me, and how much I loved her. And we both knew that. So I'm comforted by that. It's still hard. Yeah. What the heck? All right. Tat says my nickname in college was Peephole. You're just messing with me now, all right? You're messing with us all, right? Kurt says my nickname was Booga Wooga with the green teeth. I'm sorry about all that, man. Goodness gracious. I never had a nickname. I never went to college, but in those days, I just suppose, yeah, I didn't have a nickname. I was just, I won't get into all that. What I was, has a lot to do with being a Romeo, but I won't get into all that. Yeah. Just a door thing. It does sound dirty. Well, Paul Circus says, "Hey, Tats Comics, laugh out loud. It's just a door thing, but it does sound dirty." Hey, well, let me tell you, Peephole, I visited my share of door things regarding peepholes, and it wasn't just fun and games. It was dirty as hell. But that was 35 years ago. Hey, yeah, doors with holes in them. Been there, done that. All right, where the heck are we? Yeah. Stephen Oates is here. Yeah. Peephole Circus says, I hereby christen thee Uncle Chilla. Not sure what that means, but I'll take it, man. It sounds great. uh, Tat says, when you got a voice that sounds like Johnny Cash, bro, I get it. You were definitely ruining the women. I ruined so many women, man. You don't even. All right, I'm not gonna get into all that. That was my reputation. Just the way it was, the old glory days, the Romeo days. a different woman every night and all that. Yeah, I did that for years on end. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, no brag, just fact. I mean, it just is what it is. And truth be told, I can scarcely even remember any of that shit at this point. I mean, it's all just like a blur to me. I don't. It was so long ago that if you ask me specifics, I couldn't really tell you anymore. Anyway, yeah. There's Spider Comics 7, yeah, but I really enjoyed that first live stream. That was great. You did a great job. Quality was great. Everyone in the chat was great. I mean, it was just really terrific. And I look forward to more of those from you, bud. Yeah. Um, Tat says, dang, autocorrect. Ah, fuck autocorrect. Stephen Oates says, what do you think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle artist? I don't know who the artist is, but I couldn't possibly tell you. I mean, the last book I saw was, Eastman and Laird back around 1984. So, uh, and they were pretty good, right? They were pretty good. Yeah. Um, hey, Uncle Chilla. Here's Peephole Circus again. I managed to pick up a Bernie Wrightson pencil page for Batman the Cult. Woo! Yeah, ever read that one? Yeah, I did. I bought a shelf at the time. Good Lord, yes. How come it's so overlooked these days? Hey, you tell me, right? How come, speaking of Bernie Wrightson and using Bernie Wrightson as an example, how come Swamp Thing number 1 through 10 is an undervalued, undercollected, underappreciated thing, right? If someone would have told me back in the 1970s that, oh, hell, in 2018, no one's going to give a shit about Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing, I'd have said, you're out of your mind. But here we are, right? Um, uh, Barry Smith's Barry Smith's Conan, um, John Buscema's Avengers. Um, there's all kinds of stuff that, like, I just kind of go, well, what the hell? Frank Miller's Daredevil, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, people know about it now, but why it doesn't have this, why it wasn't able to continue the tremendous heat because of how freaking great the books are. I mean, that just amazes me that, you mention someone's going to be maybe in a movie that's going to come out 9 years from now, and the books just, you know, skyrocket in value and demand. But throw up Alan Moore's Swamp Thing or Frank Miller's Daredevil, and everyone just goes, I don't know, man. So, yeah, your guess is as good as mine as to why truly, 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 truly great comic book tales languish in the bargain bins. I'd have never would have thought that, but all right. Let me get on the chat. Things were getting through. Oh yeah. Kurt's going to bed. All right, bud. Gonna watch some Hogan's Heroes. That's probably a pretty good idea, man. That actually sounds pretty good. So I'll see you later, bud. Um, Tat says just completed that run of Batman the Cult. Yeah, man. Um, Had a hard time finding number 4. Damn right. Legend. Time will come. Yeah, well, yeah. If I'm reading that right, uh, legend, there's all kinds of legend. There were legends that were already born back in the 70s that no one seems to give a flying shit about now, which I don't understand. But, hey, what do I know? Um, that's just me. Hey, Terrence, Comic Crack, how you doing, bud? Yeah. Tat says, I have the Frank Miller Daredevil books. Fucking A, bro. Everyone should have the Frank Miller Daredevil run. That is the stuff of comic book legend. That's just the way it is. That's not my opinion. That's just the way it is. Frank Miller's Daredevil. Frank Miller's Daredevil. Welcome to immortality, Mr. Miller. Hey, that's just the way it is. Stupendous reading. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Terrence says, it amazes me as well, but I'm thankful that they don't go for insane prices. That would put me off buying. Yeah. Yeah, it's this weird, like, kind of double-edged sword, Terrence, right? I wish that these magnificent tales garnered the attention that they really should have. Like, why everyone's not collecting Frank Miller Daredevil, I don't know. But at the same time, your point is, if everyone did collect them, the prices would be sky high. So it is a kind of a mixed blessing. You know, I totally get your point, man. But I will forever sing the praises of Frank Miller's Daredevil. That's just the way it is, man. Comic book legend. Uh, oh, there goes my chat again. Can't see it. Oh, there it's back. Yeah. All right. Where are we? Yeah. I can't. Where are we? Oh, excuse me. Get my old body adjusted here. Daryl, liking the covers. Yeah, how you doing, bud? Daryl is one of my hardcore, serious uh, devotees, and I appreciate you, man, every day. I surely do. Uh, Taryn says, I'm only missing one issue of the Frank Miller run on DD. What issue do you need, man? You're in Canada, right? I think I've got your address around here even. What issue do you need? Um, Tat says, that's why I'm grabbing them now, because if they ever go up, then I already have my copies at a cheaper price. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I like to hear that, actually. It's almost like everybody, while Frank Miller Daredevil is still inexpensive, everyone just needs to gather a run and then wait, right? Wait until a movie is announced where they're going to get into that run, uh, probably in the year 2034 or something. So gather your run now, and 25 years from now, Frank Miller's Daredevil will be hot as fire. Ah, oh, you need 168. Well, Bud, if it were virtually any other issue other than 168 or 158, I could have helped you out. But those two, 158, 168, that's beyond my uh, beyond my whatever, beyond my whatever, right? There goes my chat again. I don't know. Uh, Daryl says one of his favorite covers of Daredevil is with the Punisher 183. Yeah, the gun. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I was reading that stuff off the run, and it was just, I can't even tell you how exciting it was. How exciting it was to go to the newsstand every month and get Frank Miller's Daredevil. And then shortly after that, it was Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. You know, you can't. There. And then, of course, Miller and Moore did The Dark Knight Returns and The Watchmen. So, I mean, these guys were like freaking superstars. They were like the John Lennon, Paul McCartney of the 80s, right? Frank Miller and Alan Moore, the Lennon McCartney. They turned it out. They turned it out. And, you know, we talk about keys now in the modern age, and I don't know, who am I, but I look at some of these things that are being called keys, and then you have Miller Daredevil and Alan Moore Swamp Thing just blown over. Like, it's like, well, has anyone been paying any attention at all? Like, Jesus, it's almost like, you know, uh, no one ever saw Coppola's, The Godfather series or something. Like, oh, what? The Godfather? Oh, I don't know anything about those movies, 45, 50 years later. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, all right, enough of that. I'm just kind of messing around now. Yeah. Yeah, Netflix should definitely start doing the show on Frank Miller. Uh, oh, Yeah, can you imagine how much more the show would take off? Yeah, all they got to do. See, the whole thing is, if you look at and read Frank Miller's Daredevil, it's all right there in front of you. The goddamn production company wouldn't really have to do anything except replicate what's in the comic book because they are already so cinematic. These are like storyboards. Just look at Frank Miller's books. Here's the storyboard for your film. And it's an amazing film. It's an amazing tale. It's an amazing saga. It has everything you need. Hey, is it just me? Is it just me? Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, Peephole has got to go to bed. Hey, Peephole, thank you very much. Truly, I sincerely appreciate you coming in. I know I kind of messed with you a little bit and stuff like that, but I truly, sincerely do appreciate you stopping in. Um, and I hope you're going to stop in again real soon. So, good night to you. Sleep tight, indeed. Um, yeah, Tat says, love the Godfather movies, but I have kids, so I can't watch them when they're in the house. Yeah, but I do watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I just watched The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for about the 45th time. I just watched it here about 10 days ago or something. I watched the thing maybe twice a year or something like that. I mean, and I've been watching it for 40 years, so I'm probably beyond 45 or 50 times. If I watch it twice a year for 40 years, I'm up to 80 viewings, right? So yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, uber classic. Clint Eastwood, uber classic. Good God, yes. Good God, yes. Creature says, yeah, I think you're right about Dee Dee. Yeah, Frank Miller's Daredevil. I mean, what else is there to say? It's just an absolute masterpiece, man. It's a comic book masterpiece. And I'm sorry that it's not as appreciated today um, as it was in its time, because it really deserves to be. Um, really does. Yeah. And Daryl says, yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, one of the favorite Westerns. I think The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is pretty much everyone's favorite Western. It's not my very favorite Western, but it's right up there pushing toward the top. And if you want to know what is my favorite Western, it is a Clint Eastwood, and it is. I know this might even sound like a cliche, but it is Unforgiven. I know Clint finally won, Best Director and Best Picture and all that for it. And even if it didn't have all that acclaim and everything, I would still call it Clint Eastwood's masterpiece. Unforgiven from 1992 is a stupendous film. Excuse me again. Stupendous film. Good Lord. But yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is up there. I also like High Plains Drifter. Yeah, High Plains Drifter, man. Right. With the burning town at the end, all the flames. Oh, man. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. And there you go. Yeah, Creature says, yeah, Unforgiven is my favorite too. Unforgiven is a masterpiece. I'm talking about all kinds of masterpieces here tonight, right? Unforgiven by Clint Eastwood, Daredevil by Frank Miller, Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, right? I'm talking all kinds of masterpieces tonight, right? True Grit and Rio Bravo, yeah. John Wayne, love me some John Wayne. There's something very satisfying about sitting down and just watching a John Wayne movie, especially those great movies. Um, Something very, very satisfying about that. Oh, don't forget Outlaw Josie Wales. Yeah, I love me some Josie Wales too. Um, I think about Josie Wales, and that was the longest that Clint Eastwood ever grew his hair out, right? I know that's a weird thing to think about, but I kind of have Clint Eastwood hair myself anyway. It's all falling out now, but like if you watch Josie Wales and I grow my hair out, that's what my hair used to look like. So yeah, Josie Wales, yeah. I got me the Josie Wales. Yeah. Dying ain't much of a living, boy. You know, we don't have to do this. You can just you can just walk right on out of here. Yeah, man. Yeah, Pale Rider. Yeah, Pale Rider was fucking great. I saw that thing. I went to the theater to see that thing like 4 times. I loved Pale Rider. It's Eastwood's telling really of Shane, you know, but if you're going to do kind of a blatant kind of retelling of something, leave it to Clint Eastwood to do it so artfully and so tastefully. So yeah, Pale Rider is Clint Eastwood's Shane. Very, very, very excellent movie. Yeah. Uh, yeah, and then Dirty Harry. Well, yeah. And you've got to ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, monk? Dirty Harry, man. Yeah, right. All right, folks. Well, guess what? We're 43 minutes into this, and I'm starting to feel a little loopy, you know. I appreciate everyone's input because, I mean, that's why I do this, because I really enjoy getting on here and chatting with everyone that comes in here. That is just freaking great. I love it. I just recently started these live streams and I love it. I love it. I love it. But I am going to kind of wrap this up. Um, Million Dollar Baby. Yep. Excellent film. Really, the end kind of depressed me a little bit. I mean, it was really, really profound. And to me, it came out of nowhere because I didn't know anything about the film or whatever, but it just really like, wow. And then I was worried about Clint, like going to jail and stuff and, for assisting in the suicide and all this kind of stuff. Anyway. All right. Well, folks, again, thank you all. My most sincere appreciation for everyone that stopped in. Just a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody coming in. So I will see you again later, right? All right. See you all later. Bye bye.